a beautiful new roundabout highway interchange. May not be the same as City Skylines 1, but it works nonetheless, and it looks pretty cool and hip and new and funky flavor. And we have a couple new bus routes in our city that are just picking up tons and tons and tons of people. These are doing quite well. So many people, in fact, that we actually may have a little bit of an issue over here. We have way too many people sitting and waiting for this bus. Hopefully it comes soon, but even if it does, will it be able to pick up all the people? Tune in later to find out. But guys, let's get in to the meat and the potatoes. Today's gonna be a little bit more of a chill one, but it's gonna be important nonetheless. Today we're going to be extending out High Street finally and connecting it up. Right now this is just a road that kind of goes nowhere, and that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. You know, we don't have a lot of roads like that in the city, and this one should not be one of them. So we're gonna be extending this out and then creating a tiny little interchange over here, which will be nice because it'll open up a bunch of land for future developments and such, right? Right now we just kind of end right here, but with this coming out here, we can come down over here, we can come up here. We have so much land on this map to work with. It's actually insane. It's a little bit overwhelming. But anyway, so we're going to be doing that. And then after that, we're going to be building some much needed transit options in Schoolie McSchoolface. Right now, the only way to get over here is to drive, which is fine because we do have a lot of parking lots with very little utilization, which is, you know, a wee bit frustrating, but I guess you have to pay for over here. So maybe we could actually probably turn this down a bit. We'll leave it for now, but that's what we're going to be working on today. So let's get started. The first thing that we are going to be doing over here is we are going to send High Street all the way over to this interchange over here. So what we're going to do is this is probably going to be a highway for now, just because it's a little bit faster and we're not going to be, I don't want to run into, if I was driving the street, it's not a public street, right? There's no buildings on it or anything. So it would make sense to have it as a highway for now. And then in the future, we'll upgrade it kind of as needed. So I'm going to upgrade this into a highway. Perfect. And then over here, this is going to spawn funny. So I'm going to take this out. Perfect. And then delete this building and we'll get some more buildings along High Street. Perfect. Cool. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, actually, we need to buy a few tiles. So we're going to buy up to about here. Perfect. Awesome. And then we're going to take this 4-lane highway and we're just going to send it straight across here. I'm going to turn on our contours so we know when we need to stop this highway, right about here. And then we start to go, looks like we're going uphill a bit. So we'll probably need to do some terraforming over here. But for now, we'll leave it like this. And then we're looking at this little area right over here. And we're actually going to take out this rail line just to about here so that we can kind of just come underground a little bit. Or actually so that we can come and bridge over our road. I think that could look quite nice. So we'll come up 10. Actually, we'll come up, I think we need to come up 12.5. Well, what we'll do is we'll start from this side. So we'll come out straight. And this will be a little steep, so maybe we come back to here. So we'll grab right about here. Oh, and we're in the wrong thing. We'll come here. We'll do a 180 at a 12.5 and make sure that our slope is nice and easy. We got a 3.2, which is awesome. And then we just will bridge right over this little segment here. And it doesn't want to do it properly because we have a pillar in the way. And that might be because we're coming across here at an angle. And it seems like this is going to keep on giving us troubles. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to here and then we're going to curve in a little bit as we're making our ascent. So we'll come out with our freeform tool. We'll come up to about here and then we'll go up to the same 12.5 meters right here. Perfect. And then hopefully this means that we can bridge right over. Cool. And then we'll meet up right over here. So using our freeform tool, we'll come all the way down here. Actually, maybe with this tool. And we'll link up just like that. Awesome. So we have quite the bridge over here, which doesn't make the most amount of sense. Well, we'll leave it for now because this is not the most important thing that we're working on today. But we'll come over here. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We will have we're going to end up taking out all of this. We'll come up to about here. Perfect. And I realized we took out this highway segment, which we did not need to do. So we'll fix it up. We'll clean up our lanes a little bit. Awesome, awesome. And then what we can do is we can come into our slope terrain tool. And now how we're gonna deal with this is we're actually going to take out this highway up to here. So I know we've fixed those lanes and then we took them out, but it's fine. Don't even worry about it. So we'll come into our 4-lane highway, and what we'll end up doing is we're gonna slope from here to here. So we'll grab this height and we'll come right over here and we'll cut all the way across. Perfect, just like that. Awesome. And we'll come in afterwards and we'll make sure that our slopes look good. But just for now, this is what we're going to do. And then we'll grab this 4-lane highway and we'll send this straight all the way, honestly, all the way to about here. And then we'll connect these 2 roads up right here. Perfect, just like that. Awesome, looking good. So while we're here, I wonder if this works. No, it doesn't. What we're gonna end up doing is this area right here, we're going to make this a roundabout. And that way you can get on and off the highway with relative ease, right? This is just gonna be a through all the way, and then it turns into this 2. And this might end up changing into a collector at some point, in which case this highway would actually work out pretty well, or arterial, I guess. It turns into a collector as it comes through the city. But I think that would make a little bit of sense. So what we're going to do is we'll take this area and we're just going to extend this out to about here. And like I said before, don't worry, we're going to come in here with our, like at the end, to fix all these sloping areas, or to fix all this terrain afterwards. So don't even worry about it, because I know that I am. Perfect, just to about here. And then we'll probably actually take out both of these segments. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then actually, I know I took this out, but we're going to bring this back in, because what we're going to do is with this road, we're going to come through like about here. So we'll come out 90, and let's say we want to do like so we can't even tell. So let's do a 90. We'll do an 80 by 80 on both sides, which means we can come into our 3-lane. We can come 80, so this is an 84, so we're a little bit far. We'll come up 80, come out 80, we'll do the same thing, 80. Doesn't want to give us the perfect angle, which is a wee bit frustrating. Perfect, just like that. And then we can take out these roads right here. Awesome, and we'll send this around this way. So it is quite a large roundabout, but that is okay because, I mean, you'll see when we connect these up, it'll make more sense. So at this point, what we're going to do is with this bridge, or sorry, this highway, we're gonna have to bridge over this roundabout. And I'm wondering, is this roundabout way too large? It is huge. I think 80 might have been a little bit overkill. So let's take this out and let's do, like, I'm thinking 64. That seems slightly more reasonable. Yeah, I like that a little bit more. Still a perfect circle, so we're good to go there. Awesome, yeah, that's what we'll do. 80 was a little bit large. And then what we'll do is we're going to have to come up with this highway a little bit. So we're gonna come back into our shift terrain tool and we're gonna shift around here and around here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our level terrain tool and we're gonna count 10 or 11, maybe 12 actually. We're gonna grab 12 terrain levels higher. So let's just do that. Perfect, and we'll do that on this side as well. Grab both of these and then we're going to extend these out a little bit. Awesome. And we may need to buy some other tiles that I did not think that we'd need. So let's buy both of these for now. Perfect. And then what we'll do is we'll take this back to about there, and then we'll take these back as well to about here. And what we'll do is we'll come into our landscaping, come into our slope terrain tool, turn this up to 100, and then we'll slope up to here. And we'll do the same thing right here. So this side will obviously come up a little bit faster, but I think that will be okay. And then using our freeform tool, oh, this is a straight tool. Using our freeform tool, we will come up right like here. Perfect. We'll come into straight. We'll come straight over just like that. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. And then using our complex curve mode all the way on the ground, or using our continuous mode, I keep on calling this freeform, we will make our way back down. And it took a little bit of finicking or whatever, but we made it work, and it's looking fairly decent now. The only thing we have to do is fix up some of this terrain issues that we see over here. So let's turn this down to 50 and let's bring this out a bit. Perfect. So if we look at that, that should be working out nicely. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And we're seeing a little bit of traffic here, which is really interesting. And I think it's because you can't actually turn into this lane. This is the only lane that you can get into this road from, which is kind of weird. That doesn't really make any sense to me. So maybe if we turn this into a 2-lane, that'll help. It does not help. What about a 4-lane? A 4-lane does work. So let's do a 4-lane and see if that helps. It didn't work over here or over here. That's super weird. No idea why that's not working, but we won't really look into it at this specific moment. We'll try to fix it afterwards. But now what we need to do is we need to create just a little interchange through here. What we're going to do is, using our straight roads, we'll come out about here, and maybe we could do a cool parallel here. If we could get 10, try to get these to line up a little bit. Maybe we go down to 9, 8. And this actually looks kind of cool, to be honest with you. So let's bring these up. We'll make these parallel with each other. We'll come into our freeform tool and we'll come up to about here. Cool. And we'll do the same thing on this other side. Come up to about here. Cool. And I know that this is like these are very long interchanges or I guess on and off ramps. But I think for the most part, just because we are at such an incline here, I think that they make sense. So what we'll do now is we'll upgrade both of these to be a 3-lane on either side. Perfect, just like that. And then using our freeform tool, we'll just come in where we think it makes the most sense. Then we can upgrade this other side to a 2-lane and it should work out pretty nicely. Perfect. And we can do the same thing over here. So let's grab our 1-lane and we'll come down using our complex curve mode. Perfection. Awesome. Awesome. We'll do the same thing right up here. Perfect. So hopefully this works now. We'll see as it gets busier and more traffic over here, but I think that this should work quite nicely. We'll have to see. Again, like I keep on mentioning, I don't understand why these lanes don't work. It's very, very strange to me. Yeah, that doesn't really make any sense. But we'll see. We shall see. Cool. Awesome. Then we have to come over here and now we get to do the fun stuff. Let's take a look at what we want to get done over here. The first thing that we need to do is add a train line right here. And as I'm looking at this train station, I think one upgrade we're going to make is station services. And this is just like some stores in the train station. And this is going to be a pretty busy area. So I think that that's a pretty decent thing to add. And I actually want to add that over here as well. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. This is actually a really busy area, which is weird. I'm thinking this should probably be a 1-way as well now that I'm looking at this. Let's actually come into our roads and see if we can fix that. Yeah, we'll bring this out here. We'll see if that helps anything. Hopefully it does. I don't know why this would be so busy. This is how I get so sidetracked. Anyway, yeah, let's come over here and we'll come into our train lines and let's see what we got going on. We have one line that comes all the way up and comes up here. So what I think we'll do is we'll grab this train line. So this is downtowny to downtowny. We'll grab this line. And what I would like to do is have it come over here. So let's make it have a waypoint right here. Oh, this is cargo. Passenger. We may have to redraw this, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think we do. I think we will have to redraw this. So let's come into our train. And this sees quite a bit of passengers, which is really cool. But let's delete this line and then we'll draw a brand new one. So we'll come in here to our passenger railway. Awesome. We'll grab, we don't want it to be the same train station. So we'll grab this side. We'll come all the way over here. Perfect. And then we'll come all the way up here. And we'll come on the other side. Cool, cool, cool. And then we'll come back down. And we will complete this line. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's look at this and let's do towny, downtowny, schooly to towny. That is fun, isn't it? Let's look down here. Has this fixed any of the traffic over here? Looks like cars are trying to do U-turns right here, which is insane. I see. We just have a ton of pedestrian traffic that comes across here. That definitely makes sense. So maybe we do need a light here. Let's see if that helps. The other option would be to have a bridge that comes across here, a pedestrian bridge. But we'll see if the light works. I think the light should work a little bit. All right, so let's look over here. Let's think about kind of what we need in this area. I think we have this train line, which means that you can get from downtown to town to schooly. So I don't think we need to do, we don't need to rush into like a subway train just quite yet. Let's look at it. I think the first thing that we should add are buses over here. So let's come into our North American bus stop sign and let's add some bus stops over here. So what I think we'll end up doing is we'll kind of do like a giant loop around this area. I think that could be quite good. So we'll start right here. We'll have the bus stop be on this park and then we'll come around to here. We'll have a bus stop right before we turn into Schooly McSchoolface. We'll have a bus stop right over here and then we'll come up to here. We'll have one right in front of the train yard and then we will mirror these on the other side. And we'll come back around over here and then we'll have this bus stop come across this street up to here. And I'm trying to see where we have our subway station. Our subway station is over here. So I think that should probably meet up. Perfect. So we'll put a bus stop right over here. We'll have one in front of our police station and then we'll have a bus stop right there. Perfect. And then this will come all the way around our hospital and we'll probably come up here and then loop around and start on our way back. And then we should be good there. So let's draw this in now. We'll start from here. Just completed that. Let's come into this line. We're gonna call this downtown to Schooly. We're gonna change this. So our train industrial line bus is yellow. Let's change this one to red. This would make more sense as red because it's school, or sorry, yellow because it's school and schools are yellow, or buses for schools are yellow. But I think this will make sense for the most part. I do wanna look at our buses and see how many actual buses we have. So our train industrial line is 7 buses, which seems kind of crazy. Passengers on our bus, 80, 4, 29, 82, 50. We have a lot of people riding this line actually. So let's look at our bus facilities and see how these are doing. Where it's right here, 17 out of 25. We could add more. That's okay. I think we're fine for now, honestly. Oh, we had a bus that was involved in an accident. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, so we're okay for now. I think that'll help over here. Hopefully this will help bring in more students to this area as well. And then what I think we're going to do is we're actually going to have a route that kind of services this entire area. So let's grab our bus stops again. And we'll kind of like go all the way around here. So we're gonna grab a bus stop. We'll put it every few blocks on our main drag right here. Perfect. I think we actually come up to this bus station right here, right in front of our train station. And then we can come back down as well. And we'll bring it all the way around here. Perfect, just like that. Oh, I missed one. Perfect, just like that. And then we'll do the other side as well. Then we shall draw this out. Do the other side. Well, actually, let's do this. Before we do the other side, we'll come into our buses. We'll go, we're gonna call this, what is this? This is counterclockwise, so schoolie counterclockwise. We'll make this one green, and then we'll draw another bus line that goes clockwise. Oh, and I didn't think about this road right here. So what I think we'll have to do is we'll have to take out this bus stop and this one. We'll have to go all the way around here. So we'll add a bus stop here, come up, and then we'll add a bus stop here. Perfect. We'll have to redraw all of this, just fine. Maybe we start it here. Perfect, just like that. And then we will name this, we're gonna make this green, and then we'll name this schoolie clockwise. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I do wanna make sure that we have enough buses. So I'm gonna look here again. Now we're using 23 out of 25. So it might actually be a good idea to extend our garage a bit. It does fit perfectly in here. The only problem is we don't have any space. Hilarious. So we might have to move this part maintenance depot. And truthfully, we should probably find a bigger spot for this anyway. So let's grab this and see if we can move it anywhere. Honestly, we could probably put it right here. I think that could be a good idea. So we're gonna pause the game, move our transformer station to here, plug this back in, perfect, play the game, and now we can move this park maintenance depot right here, and then we can add an extra, we don't have space for an extra garage. You know what, that's fine, we can live with it, we didn't need it anyway, but the main point is that now we can add this building back here. Perfect, so now we have 10 more buses, which is fantastic news, is it not? And we'll fill in this area right here with an office. Cool, cool, cool. And I'm actually noticing we have paths in here that we don't need. And this is not perfect. So let's come into our level terrain tool and fix this. We're gonna go down to 10, and then we'll bring this out, and hopefully that helps a bit. That looks good. And I do want to see if we can add any small little buildings over here. So let's add two, hopefully these end up being like little cafes or something. I think that could look quite nice. Perfect, and we'll add one right over here as well. Perfection, awesome. So let's look and see, how are our new bus lanes? So passengers on this one, our downtown schoolie is seeing an absolute ton of traffic, which is really, really cool. Oh, we changed the wrong color. Downtown CCW should be blue and this should be red. Maybe we'll do a pink just because then we can make both of these the same color. Yeah, so this is the red line and this is seeing tons and tons and tons of utilization, which is amazing. So let's look at it and see how's everything going over here. 80, 41 passengers, 9, 13, 17. These are all going to be full. How many buses? 6 buses. Are we leaving anyone at stops? 32 people. Let's see. We left everyone there. That is less than ideal. So we might need to up this line a bit. Yeah, I think we might need to up the amount of vehicles that are on this line. So let's go up to 8 and we'll see how that looks. I'm thinking too, we could actually, not that we really need this, but let's upgrade this to have some electric buses as well. And then let's change this line to electric buses. Not that this will change really anything, but it is kind of just fun. We're probably gonna mess with this. All these buses are gonna end up going home, but that's fine. Yeah, so this is completely full, but maybe this drops people off here, or it doesn't, but there's nobody here anyway, so that's okay. That's this one. Well, a bunch of people do actually get off. And they're all waiting for another bus. Oh, because they're switching buses. True. Maybe shouldn't have done that. These poor people are gonna be waiting a very, very long time. So let's let it play for a bit and let's see what happens to these areas. I'm hoping they get picked up pretty soon. So I'm looking at our schoolie clockwise and counterclockwise. And if we look at this line, we can see that they're pretty underutilized. I do think that they're important, so it's not like we're gonna take them out or anything, but they are a little bit more underutilized, especially counterclockwise. clockwise for whatever reason. Maybe it's because of the way that they go around. So what I think we can do, oh, so now they're both, I think we need to let this play out a bit, actually, now that I say this out loud. So let's do just that. Let's let this play out for just a couple seconds. While we're letting this play out, I actually do want to do some changes. Over here, I've been seeing that ambulance wait times are crazy. So if we come into our ambulance, we actually don't have any over here. I definitely thought that we placed a medical clinic in this area. We made it to Grand City. That's quite fun. I thought we placed a medical clinic over here, but it seems like we did not. So that is something that we need to do right now. And we're just going to place a grand hospital in here, or a big old hospital actually. So let's do that. This is like our red area. It's very close to these two collectors over here as well. I think if we take out this road, this could act like a good spot, or we could also place it over here. I think that could be a really good spot as well. It'll be right across from our school, but I think that'll be okay. So let's actually see, can we place this in here? These roads are slightly too close, which is very unfortunate. Over here as well, which makes sense because it's the exact same. And then here. So we might have to take out, we will have to take out a road. So what I'm thinking is, let's just do that. Let's take out Evergreen Street, unfortunately, and we're gonna place it back in, so don't worry. But we're gonna, oh, and we have a little path here as well. But we'll place our hospital right on this street, and we have a park over here too. Oh my God. So let's place this hospital right here. Perfect. Huge. But this will serve this community over here, and hopefully we won't see any more people complaining. And then let's see, we won't be able to bring, this won't fit. However, we could just shift it over a little bit. Perfect. So we'll bring this out to here, and then we'll bring this road out to here. And actually, we might just let this go straight. Perfect, just like that. Awesome. So we still do have this street in here. And now on this side, maybe we can do something a little bit more fun than just adding more buildings in here. And by fun, I don't mean anything too crazy. I'm thinking like maybe a parking lot. Super fun parking lot. Maybe the most fun parking lot. And then like maybe a park or something. You can put like a little skate park over here. Awesome. And then we'll connect these paths right back up. Perfection. Awesome. Look at that. Looking really nice. And then over here, let's just come in here with some oak trees. We'll plant some around here. And now we have this hospital in here, and this should hopefully serve this area a little bit better than it was, because it was definitely looking rough, which is funny. Our crime is not great over here as well, and I think it's because we're using these small stations. We can up it, which is quite nice. Where's our firehouse? We'll up this as well. Not that this is seeing any major fire issues, but I think that upgrading these for this area would be a good idea. Awesome. So let's slow it down because we were ripping through. And let's see, we are making so much money, it's insane. Let's see how our bus lines are doing. We're seeing 80% usage. That's insane. 500 passengers. Let's look over here. We have 8 buses that are ripping around. That is wild. And these are all full. I don't know if we're leaving people. Let's check. 2 buses right beside each other. This is 82 full. We left 65 people. All of these are very full. So I think we crank this up to 12 vehicles and we see if that kind of helps out. We have bumped up our transit quite a bit. We are seeing tons of transit. We might have to add more buses at some point too. I mean, we're seeing 54,000 riders a month, which is insane. Our subway alone, our trams, 28,000. Let's look at this. How is it seeing 28,000? Maybe during the busy portion. Oh, now it's not seeing 28,000. Oh, this is our subways are seeing 28,000. Probably during the busy times. That's insane, dude. This is full. 78 people. Let's see. Did we leave anyone at the stop? We did not. I mean, that's good. That's what we want, right? We want these buses to be full. That does tell us that we may need another line through here. So in that case, maybe we don't have it circle back, but we have it kind of come around here. Now that's going to be a little bit more difficult because I would like the buses to stop off in front of the school, but they could kind of come around and then go back through here and kind of do like a counterclockwise thing through this collector here. I say we let it wait for a little bit. Our usage just keeps going up and up and up. These are all full. That might be what we have to do. Yeah, that might be what we have to do. Luckily, if we do that, we can reuse all of these bus stations through here. So let's do it. We might as well. Let's add add some bus stations. We'll add one right here. We'll come across over here, come right over here, and then it will circle through this area. Or actually come right downtown. Actually, I like that a little bit more. We can use this bus station, and then we'll come right here. So that means that we'll need one on the other side right here, and then we can take out those. Perfect. Okay, that's what we're gonna end up doing. Sorry to this bus line again at 71. Oh, this one's 71 too. That's insane. Yeah, so downtown Schoolie, we're gonna have to take you out. I do apologize. We will come in here, and we're gonna take out these stations that we don't need. And we'll come into this bus line and we'll create another one. Okay, so let's start. We'll start right here. We need one here. Perfect. I think that's everywhere. And then we'll need to go across here. Perfect. Okay, I think that should be good. All right, let's start up here. All right, so we got these ones done. Now let's look at these lines. So we have bus line 4 and bus line 7. Bus line 7 is going to be the clockwise. So we'll do, and then bus line 4 will be counterclockwise. And then let's make these both red. Awesome, awesome. And now we'll have to let these run again a little bit to make sure that it works. And I'm hoping that coming back here didn't add like a ton of ridership. I don't think it will. No, I think we'll be fine, to be honest with you. I think we will be fine. Maybe the subway station, but we have a bus stop literally right across the street from the subway station. So I feel like these people will be fine. Look at how many people are there. Oh my God. Oh, we have 400 people waiting, but that's fine because this thing can hold 1,000 people. Oh yeah, that is crazy. We see our bus fleet going out. So we'll let this run for a bit to see how this works. And in the meantime, while we're here, while we're letting this run, we're gonna bring a little bit more density into these areas. Nothing too crazy. Like over here, what I think we'll end up doing is doing all high density residential through here. And then over here, I think we're gonna transition this to a high density commercial. And then we'll let these grow out a bit. And then these are gonna be medium density. So what I think we'll do is we'll do half office and then half high density. And we'll let these skyscrapers come out. And we'll continue doing this a little bit. So we'll let these build out. And we are seeing our population go down, obviously, but that will come back up. And now let's see, are these buses working as intended? All right, so let's come to our buses and look at these guys. Cool. They are super full and we're leaving people. So let's bump these up to 7 each. And we'll see how that looks. I do want to look at our bus depot, make sure we're good. We're at 32. So we only have 3 more buses on our bus depot, which is crazy. Can we fit another one of these guys in here? The answer is a resounding no. No, we cannot, which means we may need to add another bus depot at some point. And now if that happens, you know, it is what it is. We can definitely do that. But I think for now, we're okay. We are going to keep a close eye on these two. We are starting to see that usage come up. And I'm glad that we added this because this should help the traffic as well in these areas. Hopefully it'll help the traffic downtown because all these people are going to be hopping. Oh, and we don't have a... This is not in line for the bus stop. It is. No way. What street is this? High Street? Can't tell which one. So we have tons and tons of people waiting here, which means we gotta update these. So let's see how many people actually can get in here. Nobody does because this bus... What? This is full. That makes sense. Let's up these to 8. Honestly, we may need to up these both to 10. And then what we can do, because now we won't have enough buses, now we're going to be 35, we can come into a little bit more of an unpopular line. Like, they're all pretty popular. We can do this. This is 3, this is 4. Let's come down. Honestly, let's go down to 2 on both of these. That was Schoolie clockwise. We can do the same thing over here. We'll go down to 2. And hopefully that will help resolve this issue a little bit. But we may need to add another bus depot over here. And if that's the case, then that's the case. So be it. We shall be fine. But yeah, guys, I think that is where we are going to leave it. It was a little bit of a different one today. A little bit more off the whim. But that's okay, because sometimes that's what you need. That's what I needed today. And I hope that's what you needed too. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like the video. If you love the video and you're not subscribed, what are you doing, man? Subscribe down below. Let me know in the comments section what you think of our bus lines and the amount of people that are waiting here. It's insane. He's homeless. No, that's so sad. Oh. Damn, what a way to end it, eh? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Peace out.